This is the TNA Wrestling July 31st, 2025 full show results video. The show started with a match between Leon Slater vs Cedric Alexander vs Jason Hotch for the TNA X Division Championship, and the result of this match was Leon Slater won the match by pinfall to retain the TNA X Division Championship. Masha Slamovic said in an interview that Jacy was going to lose the TNA Knockouts Championship tonight and regret everything she's done. Backstage, Leon Slater is reveling in his victory, then Cedric Alexander comes up and repeats multiple times that he's not the one who got pinned in the match. Slater says he understands that, however, he's still the champion. Still, the world would like to see them have a singles match, and so would he. The next match happened between Dani Luna and Indi Hartwell vs Jodi Threat and Ariana Grace, and the result of this match was Dani Luna and Indi Hartwell defeated Jodi Threat and Ariana Grace by pinfall when Dani Luna pinned Jodi Threat. Then we saw a vignette of Jake something and he says that now he's finished with Mance Warner, he's completely dedicated to Steve Maclin and making sure they have another match for the TNA International Championship. Maclin shows up to confront him, and they have a silent stare-off. The next match happened between the Rascals vs the Nameoths, and the result of this match was the Rascals defeated the Nameoths by pinfall. The Nameoth brothers were still in the ring following the commercial break. They announced that they're going to invoke their rematch clause against Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy for the TNA World Tag Team Championship at TNA Emergence. They run down the local ground, and that brings out Hometown Man. He eventually gets attacked and unmasked by Ryan and Nick. His face is never shown, even though commentary acknowledges before the mask is off that it is Cody Deaner. The Rascals finally come back down to help him after the Nameoths attack security. Mike Santana addresses TNA Slammiversary loss. Santana talks about the challenges of losing at TNA Slammiversary. He says it was tough for him to see his daughter cry that night, but he made a promise to her, and now he's making a promise to all of us, he will win the TNA World Championship. TNA announced Leon Slater will defend the TNA X Division title against Cedric Alexander at TNA Emergence. The next match happened between Masha Slamovic vs Jacy for the TNA Knockouts World Championship, and the result of this match was Masha Slamovic defeated Jacy by disqualification when Ash by Elegance attacked Masha Slamovic. Then we saw TNA injury report, Gia Miller will return next week. Moose is still dealing with a nagging hip injury, but is cleared to compete. Casey Navarro is shown in the trainer's room and is not cleared for tonight, so the main event turns into a tag team match. Mara Sade's vignette catches everybody up with who she is. She will make her singles TNA debut next week. Santino Marella is backstage trying to reprimand Ash by Elegance. Masha Slamovic comes to attack her, but she is held back by security. Santino announces that Ash will face Jacy next week for the TNA Knockouts World Championship, with the rest of the Elegance brand banned from ringside. Additionally, the winner will defend the title in the future against Masha Slamovic. Then we saw Order 4 Victory Rally. Mustafa Ali claims TNA is in chaos because outsiders are coming in, taking their spots and titles. He asks if the fans are ready to see him win the TNA World Championship. The crowd boos, and he says that doesn't matter to him because he knows who they'll actually cheer for. He blames Joe Hendry for causing this mess in TNA. This prompts Joe to come out, setting up a match between them for next week. In an exclusive interview with Sami Callihan, teased as a major announcement about his career, Sami Callihan says he's never been more embarrassed by himself. He's disgusted with himself and said he hasn't been the same since he broke his leg. He goes into his struggles with eating disorders, then says he hasn't been the same for years. He says it's very likely that he will retire if he can't beat Santana at TNA Emergence. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between the System vs Trick Williams and AJ Francis, and the result of this match was the System defeated AJ Francis by pinfall when Moose delivered a spear to Trick Williams, and pinned Trick. How much you would rate this week's TNA show? Tell me in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe the channel, and thanks for watching.